violence or no other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
10 people have been shot this week, including a brazen daytime shooting on North Avenue just this afternoon. City leaders are speaking out about the violence and announcing a new plan to redraw the city's 9 police districts. Well, WJZ investigator Mike Helgren is live downtown, and he's breaking down the possible impact of redrawing those districts. Mike?
Denise, the mayor and commissioner are trying to get a handle on this violence.
Hold on, but if they redraw the districts, isn't that redlining? Isn't that gerrymandering? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
Didn't say whether they would eliminate
These 9 police districts. Well, WJZ investigator Mike Helgren is live downtown, and he's breaking down the possible impact of redrawing those districts. Mike?
Denise, the mayor and commissioner are trying to get a handle on this violence. They didn't say whether they would eliminate any of the districts. They're trying to keep neighborhoods together. They talked quite a bit about violence this morning. At least 10 people have been shot since Monday in Baltimore. 2 have been killed, among them Eric Smithrick, who died shortly after being dropped off at Johns Hopkins Hospital. This afternoon, someone shot 2 people on North Avenue. Last night, 3 people were shot off Bel Air Road.
God, hey, these super gremlins in Baltimore are on demon time. They staying busy like back to back to back. Can't get a break out there.
Leaving many scared for their safety.
Crime all around you. What if that were us? That's what I asked my friend. I said, man, you know, because it hit me. It hit home.
We're doing all that we can do, and we will always work to do more.
Man, look at the representation we got up here. Okay? Look at the representation. We got a woman doing sign language, so she really doesn't count. So 4 out of the 6 people who are representing the city of Baltimore and getting a hold on crime are some people. My question is, do we really got what it takes to get the job done? Because it doesn't seem like maybe there's a resource issue, right? Maybe we need some programs here and programs there. I'm sure they get plenty of programs. What is it, man? What will it take for these people to get a rein on what's going on? Maybe they need some Black Lives Matter funding, fundraising. Okay, get that money into productive programs for these young super gremlins to get active in their communities in a much different way, because it's not looking good what they're doing so far.
But you must remember, these are other people's decisions to commit these bad acts.
City leaders are also reacting to the growing number of young people involved in crime. A 16-year-old is among those charged with carjacking a police officer this week. Another 16-year-old is charged with killing Marco Nunez, a beloved Fells Point bouncer.
We did both of those stories. We did both of those stories, man. I'm telling you guys, these super teen gremlins are on demon time.
A 12 and 13-year-old even broke into a car and went on a joyride from West Baltimore into Baltimore County.
God, these are kids, y'all. Like I said, man, sisters, come get your kids.
16-year-olds shouldn't be out at Fells Point at that hours of night alone, right? 12-year-olds shouldn't be out doing the things that we have to do. We have to have...
Yo, the sign language lady is killing it. She's like...
community checks of this kind of activity as well, starting with family, friends, people that know these young people.
It comes as police announced a sweeping plan to reorganize the 9 police districts for the first time since 1959.
So they're redrawing the police districts. You know, I hope we don't complain about this years later and say it was a strategic plan to redraw the districts and disproportionately affect black. Like, this is a solution that they're putting up to redraw the district. How about you put more cops in each district? Then you don't got to redraw them. That's really what it is. Because that's the only way to solve it. And then you get more cops, get more arrests, and then prosecute it. Like, stop letting these dudes get out on bail when they doing some violent stuff. I can understand some petty, you know, here and there, but like when you are actively carjacking and you know, putting a tool in somebody's face, like, come on, G. These people cannot be out here and just walking around like everything's sweet.
This is Baltimore, America's 6th largest city.
Back then, Baltimore was a very different place with 350,000 more people.
Site of the nation's biggest.
Why do you think it was a different place? I'm asking respectfully.
Steel rolling plant.
Several community organizations have pushed for the change to better use resources and improve response time.
For half a century, this needed realignment and redistricting is something that we believe as a community has impacted the delivery of public safety.
Now, the city wants your input on redrawing those police districts, and we've got a link to do so at WJZ.com under this story in local news. Reporting live downtown, Mike Helgren, WJZ.
A 14-year-old boy has been shot. Police believe his shoes may have been the reason why. This was around 8 o'clock last night at the park at Woodlake Apartments on Tango Wild in West Houston. The teen told police 2 men approached him and demanded he give them his shoes. That's when police said they shot the child and took off.
Wow. So they got what they wanted. The shoes. Then they shot him and took off. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Fortunately, a retired military veteran was nearby and helped the teen.
Because we have a veteran Army, retired from the Army, we believe, was coming up. He's our best witness. He comes over, he notices the young boy on the ground. He comes over immediately, tries to help him out. The young kid, all he could say was that they tried to take my shoes.
That boy was hospitalized in critical condition.
Oh, they tried, so they didn't get him. Okay. So he was like, nah, I'm standing on 10 toes. And then they just shot him and took off. I mean, why didn't they shoot him and take the shoes? If that's what they really wanted. See, these super gremlins just, there's no type of, this is why they're so dangerous, because there's no type of plan. You go there and you're okay with getting nothing out of it as long as you get to shoot a nigga like that. Excuse my French, but that's literally what it is. Like, as long as I go get I'm telling you, a lot of these super gremlins most of them look at it as if it's something fun to do. So as long as I go get to shoot somebody today, you know, even if I don't get what I wanted, I feel good inside. I'm going to go, you know, dedicate a pack to this.
Samaritan tells police the shooters took off in a dark-colored Chrysler PT Cruiser.
To work this breaking news for you, a Mother's Day shooting that killed 3 people at a condo community in DeKalb County.
6 people in all were shot. Our team has been working to get you answers. Molly Oak is at the DeKalb County Police Department. Molly, have police given any updates about who they might be looking for here?
So you got shootings on Mother's Day, man. This is crazy.
Well, police are still searching for that shooter, but say they don't believe there's an active threat to the community. However, now they're shifting the focus, interviewing witnesses, still working the scene, trying to find information. Now, this all comes after a shooting left 3 people dead, 3 more hospitalized. It happened just before 7:40 in Clarkston when police got the call that someone was shot off Old Hampton Drive. When police arrived, they found 5 people shot. 3 died at the scene, 2 were then hospitalized. Later, another person arrived at the hospital. All 3 hospitalized are in serious condition. We spoke with people who live at the condos who say this happens far too often.
And it's always at this place. It's always. So yeah, we're not surprised. It's because like it be happening, and then the place look like a danger.
My man said it will always happen. Oh man, and this is an immigrant brother. He tired of it. He said this always happens. You know, it doesn't look like he's fed up, but he's definitely irritated. You know, mildly bothered by this.
Yeah, like if you're scared about right here, like they scare this place. You can't come here like at nighttime. You can't get in here.
He said that's the trenches. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Like maybe little bit can come like a daytime. It's little bit like a little bit safe, but it's not like at all. Yeah, it's not like at all, because it's a dangerous place.
We are expected to get an update from police this morning. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. Guys.
All right, Molly, thank you. So the name of this condo complex might sound familiar. From fires to squatters to crime, problems have been ongoing at the Brandon Hill condos in DeKalb County for at least 20 years.
I told you guys, DeKalb County is different.
It's even been called the worst community in America. At one time, Brandon Hill condos had more than 300 units, but over the years...
I mean, Super Grill is just getting all the negative stats. The worst community in America, like, and she pronounced it wrong. It's really the worst community. Cause like, come on, bro. They just lighten it up. I told you guys, beware of DeKalb County.
Community in America. At one time, Brandon Hill condos had more than 300 units, but over the years, more than 100 units have been demolished and 100 are still occupied. We have more on the history of the Brandon Hill condos and the latest updates on this latest shooting on 11alive.com.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting
just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo!
Whoa.
Ain't that nigga J.
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass
Yeah,
suit on.
that's that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
All right, guys. So the moment you've all been waiting for, we're gonna be breaking down this Patrice Cullors and Candace Owens situation. This actually, well, I got wind of this on Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to both of those women. You know, Candace is expecting, but Candace absolutely dropped her nuts on Patrice Cullors, pulled up to the crib and was like, what? You know, tell us about these mansions and these illegitimate financial transactions. So she pulled up, and I want to show you guys Patrice Cullors' reaction. And then I want to show you what Candace Owens actually said happened. So let's get into it.
Folks, I'm just waiting for folks to come on.
So she waiting to get the clout.
Hey everyone. Hey everyone. It's been a while that I've been on here. Actually, I've been taking a break. Hey everybody. Hey. It's good to see some of the team.
So the way that she has her Instagram set up is basically only the people who she follows and follows her back can comment on her page. So we're going to get into some of the Instagram comments as well.
Hey folks, welcome. Whew. I just want to say that I want to thank everybody. Thank you so much. Good morning. I love y'all. It's been a hard few weeks. I first want to say I want to thank everybody for the folks who've just been in my corner and have been so good to me for so many years. I want to just say that the last 9 years in our movement has been hard and challenging and amazing and brilliant. And
so didn't she resign from the movement? You know, the timing of her resignation was very convenient. Obviously, they have mismanaged those funds, to say the least. Whether they had nefarious intentions from the get-go, who knows? The money is a drug, and it looks like Patrice Cullors overdosed. These super activist gremlins are on demon time.
I'm specifically going through like a deep accountability process with the people I love and trust me. And the right-wing media and right-wing pundits are creating have created an incredibly dangerous environment for me. This morning, I woke up to Candace Owens being outside of my house with a news crew. She was demanding.
You would think all that money she would get the mole removed, respectfully, but it's pretty distracting, I'm not gonna lie.
That I come outside, and when I looked at the video recording of what she was asking about, she was actually asking about the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation property. And for some reason, seems like she thought my house was that.
I mean, let's keep it a bug. How did you get your house? Right? How did you get your house? All the families, well, a lot of the families who were involved in y'all little movement, whose names y'all used, said that y'all ain't give them a dime. So how did you gain your wealth if not from those donations?
It's unacceptable and it's dangerous that any stranger come outside of my house, but it's really unacceptable and dangerous when Candace Owens, another Black woman who is actually working as a part of a right-wing agenda, comes outside of my house with cameras. As you all know, I've experienced, and many of us have experienced, death threats. Many of us have children. Many of us are super vulnerable, and the fact that she's came outside my house and demanded things, harassed me, is unacceptable.
But let's just give some pushback. Patrice Cullors, haven't you pushed the movement to pull up on people's cribs? That's literally all Black Lives Matter does. Pull up on your crib and protest outside your crib.
It is unacceptable. And I'm going to keep doing the work I need to do to make sure that I'm in right relationship with my community, but I'm not going to let the right wing and right-wing pundits and media try to drive me against my community and have the community driven against me. I'm begging and...
I mean, you're already against the community. Where is the bread at? That's the only question we got. Where is the money, honey?
Pleading with all of you all to pay attention to what's happening to me and to many other people, many other leaders inside of this movement. Pay attention to what's happening, because what happened to me today has the potential to open up the floodgates of many other right-wing people that may next time be bearing arms, that may next time be more violent. This is unacceptable. Black people should be able to fight.
For one, Candace Owens, she's not finna pull up with the strap. This is not the same thing at all. I don't know what she's talking about.
For our rights, for our right to live without being harassed, without being, without fearing for our lives, without having people, strangers, show up to our private and personal property.
Well, I mean, you're lucky none of those donators pulled up to the crib. I mean, seriously, like, some people donated a lot of money. Lots of money. And now that money has mysteriously vanished into thin air and into $1 million properties all across the United States and going through Canadian shell corporations and whatnot and Canadian nonprofits. It's getting a little weird.
I'm still in shock. Thank God I called, obviously, my team. Thank God for community, for Black community, for Black movement community here in Los Angeles. I just really, really, like...
Here come the waterworks.
Y'all, I really need my family to be safe.
Yo, she crying like one of these super gremlins just shot up her house.
I need to be safe. I need my child to be safe. And this, what happened this morning is not safety. It's not what I deserve. It's not what any of us deserve. So just be diligent when you see shit in the media and you see shit that's being talked about. Please be diligent, because they are purposefully doing this. They are purposefully building a wedge between Black people.
Oh my God. Does she know anything else but to pull the race card? It's exhausting, man. It really is.
Because they know that when we are together, we're stronger, and they've seen what we've done this last decade. They've seen what we've done. And so they're literally trying to destroy us. They're trying to destroy me. They're trying to destroy the movement. And I just need us to be stronger. I need us to be more diligent. I need us to be more present. I need us to be clearer. I need us to be accountable.
All these buzzwords, all this emotional mumbo jumbo. This is what a lot of these chicks do. I need us to be accountable. You need to be accountable for all that money that came through the BLM Foundation. That came and it went.
I love y'all so much. Pray for me, pray for my family, and pray and check on Black organizers. Because this backlash that we're seeing, the backlash is real, and it's impacting our personal and everyday lives. So I love y'all a lot. I'm gonna keep doing my work to be accountable and be in right relationship to the people I love and trust and that love and trust me. And I'll show up like I always do, messy and working hard and trying hard and with love and with joy. And I'm gonna love y'all. That's all I can do. I'm gonna love y'all. So please enjoy your Saturday. I'm gonna try to get back on track with mine. And please take care of each other. I love y'all.
So that's what Patrice Cullors said. Now let's get into what Candace said. I know I told you guys I was gonna read the comments, but it's literally just an echo chamber of blue check marks. So I'd rather not.
Okay, so this is insane. In real time right now, I am watching Patrice Cullors do a live claiming that I went to her property and demanded to speak to her. And she's, I only way I can describe it is she sounds like she's really scared. We're working on a documentary talking about all of the funding pertaining to Black Lives Matter. Obviously, we know that Patrice and a lot of the founders purchased $1 million homes in white neighborhoods. They also purchased a Black Lives Matter property. So we went to the property and asked if there was anyone that we could speak to, very politely, by the way. We've got cameras in tow, so there's no way she can, it's all on camera. And we just said, is there anyone we can speak to? Nobody asked us to leave. The person went inside. It was just a white man that we saw outside that was providing.
So she didn't even see Patrice Cullors. That's the crazy part. And obviously Patrice Cullors has white security. Okay. I wonder why she didn't hire no brothers to be her security. I mean, she could have got the NOI. Somebody, right?
Security, which is super interesting because obviously Patrice here is anti-police. And so she's, oh my God, I think she's crying on this live, pretending that she was harassed. Like I said, very politely to the guy, is there anyone we can speak to? My name's Candace Owens. We never went over the gate. It was just me ringing the doorbell.
This is how I know the documentary she putting together is finna be fire.
Trying to speak to someone. He said absolutely nothing. He started just recording us. And we said, okay, if there's no one we can speak to, we're going to leave. Patrice is pretending to be scared because she knows that this Black Lives Matter lie is falling apart. And she doesn't know what to do. I mean, people are aware of the scam that is Black Lives Matter. She's intentionally limited the comments, so you can't even comment on this post, because I was going to comment and be like, this is a complete lie, and we have it all on camera in terms of what happened. So what you are seeing right now is the face of a woman who is pretending she's afraid of right-wing pundits, when in reality she's being exposed as a fraud who took millions, used the faces of Black people, took millions of dollars.
She's probably going to go down as one of the most notorious scammers. One of the most notorious LGBT female scammers. So double minority there in history.
To fund herself, to fund her lifestyle, to fund her girlfriend, and to buy $1 million mansions in neighborhoods where no Black people live. So Patrice, this footage this story that we're covering is a significant one. I have always been interested in the fraud that is Black Lives Matter, your fake tears, your crocodile tears about someone politely ringing your gate and speaking to your white security guard and asking if there was anyone that I could talk to because I was covering the story. Not really going to cut it, Patrice. This is only going to commit me further to discovering the truth about what you have done with this funding. Black people died. You used their faces to raise money. You demanded that the policing be stopped. You demanded that police officers be defunded, but you've got a private...
Yeah, and that has pushed a lot of these super gremlins into the streets. They're very bold with it because they know at the end of the day, if they get in the tussle with the officers and they lose, then the community's gonna back them. And if they win, for that matter. So it's... A lot of these super gremlins have been emboldened for them to continue on demon time.
With security detail outside of $1 million homes. It just doesn't work this way, sweetheart. So the truth shall set you free, or Candace Owens shall set you free, girl, because I'm about to tell the truth. All right, we're still filming. Bye.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work.